You're listening to the Create a Life That Is Beautiful podcast. I'm your host, Letitia Ringe, and this is episode number 46. Hello, my beautiful friends. Okay. So as I record this, we are at the end of December in 2018. And one of the most supportive things we can do for ourselves at this time of year is to make sure we take the time and space to sit down and reflect on everything that we have brought to life so far and in this year, but most importantly, to celebrate ourselves. So today I wanted to give you a beautiful guided meditation to help you get into that state of celebration for yourself, because I know how difficult that can be, and particularly at this time of year when there's so much else going on around us, it seems much easier to be celebrating what's happening on the outside. But the thing is, unless we take the time to get present and slow down and turn within and experience that feeling of appreciation, gratitude, and celebration within ourselves first and foremost, and for ourselves first and foremost, whatever we give on the outside is depleting something within us. So we've got to make sure it's coming from within and we're filling ourselves up first and foremost before we go out there and give our love and celebration and appreciation to others, which is also going to make us feel wonderful, but only when we're making sure we are filled up first. We got to take care of our home first. So today I'll be walking you through a guided meditation. There won't be any music. It's just going to be me speaking. And then at the end of the guided meditation, I'm also going to give you an exercise that I particularly love to do at this time of year that will help you go back and actually realize everything that you've brought together. So I hope that sounds fun. And let's dive in right now and get to the guided meditation. So wherever you're seated or lying down, I personally love to lie down during my meditations, just make sure you're feeling really comfortable. And just take a moment to notice where you're seated or lying down, how it feels in your body. Notice your feet on the ground, or where your feet meet the earth, the bed, the floor. Notice any other parts of yourself that meet the earth, the bed, the floor. How does that feel to be supported? And then just notice anywhere that your body is connecting with other parts of your body. Do you have your hands on your lap? Do you have your hands crossed over each other? Do you have your hand on your heart, a hand on your stomach? Where have your hands naturally fallen? And just noticing how that feels to embrace yourself. And then taking the slowest breath that you've taken all day. Breathing in as if you're drawing up this breath through the center line of your body, from the earth to the crown of your head, pulling up through your chakras. And then when you're there, start a long, slow exhale through your mouth. Fully exhaling all of that beautiful breath from your body. It's almost as if you're allowing it to melt back into the ground where it came from. And again, taking a slow, deep breath in through your body, all the way to the crown of your head. And sighing it out. And as you sigh out, it's as if you're allowing any tension or anything that isn't yours to melt away with that breath, to release from your body. Let's try that again. Breathing in all the way from the earth to the crown of your head, going up through the center line of your body. Filling your body with that loving, beautiful breath of yours. And then taking a moment to exhale, to allow that breath to melt back from where it came, knowing that there is always more from where that came. You are an abundant being living in an abundant universe. You're always supported. Everything that you ever need is there for you. And all you ever need to do is ask. Okay, now continuing in your natural breath cycle, so just allowing your breath to return to whatever that natural breath or rhythm of your breath cycle is. And bringing your attention to your heart, so to your chest. And just noticing your chest rising and falling as you breathe in and out. If it helps, you might like to make your breath audible. Just doing whatever feels good to you. And just taking a quick moment to take stock of how your body is feeling today. Maybe doing a quick head scan from the crown of your head, just noticing how your head is feeling today, how your eyes are feeling, your nose, your mouth, your chin, your neck, your shoulders, your chest, your back, your upper back, lower back, the middle of your back, your stomach, your hips, your legs, your thighs, your inner, outer, the back of your thighs, the back of your knees, the front of your knees, your calves, your feet. Don't forget the feet. We hold so much in our feet. Your toes. What about your arms, your hands, your palms? Is there anywhere you've missed? Your ears, your hair. What about how your energy feels around you in your aura? Just noticing. And while you're there, noticing any emotions, any feelings. How does it feel inside you today? And all you're doing is giving it a space to be heard, to allow however you feel to be there and to be acknowledged. This is what we all want, hey? Just a space to be heard. And then those screams, whenever there are screams, they start to fade away because you've listened. Okay, and now bringing your attention back to your heart center and tuning in again, noticing your chest rise and fall with every breath in and out. And you might like to imagine that at your heart center you have a beautiful flower. Just allowing whatever sort of flower comes to your mind, to your vision, to see it there at your heart center. And it's as if it's opening up. It's opening wide. The more that you breathe into this center, the more that you tune into this center, the more that you notice it. With every breath, your flower gets bigger. It opens. And so does your heart. It might feel now as if you've got a beautiful bright light shining out from this center, emanating from your chest, emanating from the center of your heart, extending far but also wide. Seeing the light opening your chest. So it extends in front of you and then it opens wide. It's as if it's encircling your chest, encircling your body, and it just grows bigger. This is your heart opening, the heart chakra, your center for love and compassion. The part of our body that connects it connects us with the earth and the sky. Our root, our sacral, our solar plexus, and our throat, our third eye, our crown. Allow this light to get even bigger. And it might just be something that you feel, or you might see this light, or you might just know that it's there. However you connect with this description, just allow yourself to embrace that. This light is getting so large, it spreads throughout the room that you're in, covering every meter, and it continues to get bigger, extending into other areas of your home, the space that you're in today, extending outside into the neighbors, the rest of your city, the town, suburb. And then just imagining that light to extend as far as you can imagine, as far as you can conceive, throughout the world, the universe, the galaxies, existence, creation, all that is. And seeing this light connecting with all other light available, the light of every single one of us, the light of the planet, the universe, the light of creation, the light of all that is. Knowing that we're always connected, we're never alone. And it's this light that connects us all. And just tapping into now a feeling of gratitude for this experience, for this light that you get to be a part of, for your open heart, for your connection to all that is, to one another. Just noticing how good it feels to be grateful, to take a moment to appreciate, to pause, to celebrate. And now bringing that beautiful light back within that beautiful flower from where it came, back within that beautiful heart of yours. And turning that light now inwards. It's as if you're filling up the inside of your body of all that you are with this light. Feel it warming you. This beautiful, glittering, gold, shimmering light that's warm, that softens everything it touches. Just feel it filling up your whole body. Every inch of you. You've done a lot to get here to where you are today. Every decision, every experience, every step you've taken, every moment you've stopped, every encounter you've had, everything that you have done has gotten you to this point. There's been a reason for all of it, just to get you to here, to this moment. And I want you to again tap into that feeling of gratitude. Just like the gratitude you showed for being connected to the light, but now a gratitude for yourself, for everything that you've done to get you to this point, including all the mistakes you think you've made. Being grateful because without those perceived mistakes, just as with all the steps that you know you've needed to take and have been right, without all of this, you wouldn't have had the experiences you've had, the learnings, the lessons, the moments, the connections. You wouldn't have had any of that without all of it. It's all important. And there's a reason for all of it. So just feeling grateful to yourself for all that you've experienced. and relaxing into that feeling of gratitude. And then I want you to bring to mind some of the experiences you've had over the past 12 months, maybe it's longer, where you felt the most grateful, the happiest, the most joyful, the most proud. Just allowing whatever comes to your mind or to your heart to be there, to be noticed. Just noticing where you are, what you're doing, who you're with, why you feel so happy. And feeling into that moment as if it's happening right now. Remembering that that's you and you did this, you were a part of that experience. And the gratitude that you're extending is for yourself, first and foremost. And then if you haven't already, bringing to mind another one, another experience, another moment over the past 12 months or longer, where you felt really truly grateful to be so happy, so joyful, or for the lesson. This time celebrating you. What does it mean to celebrate you? Noticing who you're with, or whether you're on your own, what that experience gave you, where you were, what you were doing, why you're grateful for this experience, why you want to celebrate yourself. How does celebrating yourself feel in your body? Does it make you feel abundant? Does it give you a greater capacity to celebrate others, to love others, to share your love? Does it feel abundant? Just notice what this gives you, this moment of celebration, of gratitude, of appreciation for yourself. Notice how it allows you to experience this same feeling for others at a much more amplified rate, or in an amplified way, just by taking time to celebrate yourself. Now, is there another memory? What else do you want to pause and take time to celebrate, to be grateful for today, in this moment? Where are you? What are you doing? Who are you with? Tapping into that feeling as if you're experiencing this moment right now. Feeling the feeling throughout your whole body. And now I want you to go into an appreciation rampage for yourself. We tend to do these things about others, about experiences we might have had, without taking the responsibility for our involvement and part in these. So start by saying, I appreciate you. I appreciate your openness. I appreciate everything that you, and if it feels better, you can say, I have done to bring myself to this moment. I appreciate all of the decisions I've made. I appreciate all the connections I've had the joy of experiencing. I appreciate all the moments it's been hard to say no, but I've done that. I appreciate everything that I've said yes to. I appreciate the boundaries I've put in place to ensure that I get to do the things that fill me up. I appreciate everything that I've done to get closer to the person that I really am. I appreciate all the moments, the ways that I have connected with my heart, with my soul, with my purpose. I appreciate everything that I've created and brought to life. I appreciate every single emotion that I've experienced, every single emotion that has helped me to understand what my next step is. I appreciate every sense of knowing, every intuitive nudge, every ping, every aha moment. I appreciate every lesson that I've learned. I appreciate every step that I've taken to learn. I appreciate everything that I've been able to teach, to offer, to serve, to lead the people in my life. I appreciate every moment I've given someone the space to be heard. I appreciate every moment I have believed in myself. I appreciate every moment I've noticed that the way that I'm thinking is not supporting me. I appreciate that awareness that I have cultivated. I appreciate the ability I have created to choose a mindset and a way of thinking that supports me in those moments. I appreciate my ability to ask for help when I need it, to ask for what I want, to ask for other options, alternatives, to ask for a better way. I appreciate every creative calling that I've received and noticed. I appreciate all the rest, relaxation, space, sleep, peace, presence that I've given myself. I appreciate my connection to my body. I appreciate my body exactly as you are. Thank you. I appreciate my body for getting me to where I am today. I've realized that I could not do it without my body. I appreciate my beauty. I am beautiful. I appreciate my health, regardless of where it's at. regardless of how it compares to others. I appreciate my health. I appreciate all the different roles that I hold in my life. As a friend, perhaps a parent, perhaps a daughter, perhaps a son, perhaps a sister, brother. I appreciate the role I hold in my community. I appreciate all the times I've experienced fear. And in fact, I appreciate the fear. I appreciate my ego and everything it's doing to try to keep me safe. Thank you. Thank you. And I appreciate every time that I have decided and chosen to be courageous and brave and step through that fear when that's felt expansive to me. I appreciate this feeling of expansion. I appreciate the abundance I have in my life. No matter how it compares to others, I appreciate everything that my abundance has allowed me to do up until this point. I appreciate every credit card, loan, amount of money that might have been lent to me and allowed me to experience things that I might not have otherwise. I appreciate all money that I've generated. I appreciate every discount I've received, every gift, every other way that I've been able to experience abundance. I appreciate all of the freedom that I am feeling in my life, knowing that freedom is a mindset. I am free. I appreciate this moment and this moment. I appreciate my connection to all that is. I appreciate my connection to the light and the dark. I appreciate me. And taking a couple of breaths, conscious breaths in and out, as you really soak in everything that you've been appreciating. And you might have gone off on your own appreciation rampage, and all of that is perfect. Just breathing into that sense of appreciation and celebration of yourself. We do so much. And in a year, we do so much. In particular, there's a lot that's happened for all of us. And once again, I just want you to imagine now that this light that has been within you, it's been outside of you, is now extending from within, surrounding your whole body and extending outwards again, shining bright. And I want you to feel this sense of expansion within you. This is what celebration, this is what appreciation, this is what gratitude and presence brings you. The ability to stop and experience this feeling of light, abundance, this feeling of just absolute celebration, the ability to take up space. This is what it gives you without taking anything from anyone else. We deserve to celebrate ourselves. And in fact, every moment of celebration, every moment of appreciation for ourselves allows us to show up in a much deeper, more compassionate, loving, and heart-centered way for every single person in our life. So that is what you give by taking this moment. So thank you. Thank you for reflecting the light within you, within me, within every single one of us, regardless of our circumstances, regardless of what we believe we need to be forgiven for. Before we can experience that light, we already are. And you are a perfect being of light, regardless. Okay, taking a final beautiful, loving breath in, filling up your whole body, bringing it to the top of your head and pausing for a moment. And a soft exhale. Thank you for sharing in this meditation, in this moment with me. Thank you for being you. Thank you for showing up. And taking a moment to just notice any sounds around you, any smells. I'm smelling sage. And just starting to feel back into your body, wiggling your toes, your hands, just noticing where you're seated, where you're laying down. Feeling the space that you're in. This sense of peace. And slowly returning to your space and opening your eyes. So this meditation is a beautiful one that you might want to do again and again and again. You might like to come up with something similar for yourself that you can guide yourself through. But truly taking a moment to celebrate, appreciate, and show gratitude for ourselves and everything we have done to get ourselves to where we are today, even in those moments when you're thinking, I am not that happy with myself and what I've done. Take a moment to be grateful because there is a lesson in everything, and we need to have those lessons and experiences so that we can be aware of what our best next step is. We go through these periods of struggle so that we can show up in a more expanded way, and also so that we can use our experiences to help and serve others. Those experiences are gold, and really the only problem is the way that we label them as good or bad. They just are. Whenever we argue with reality, we lose only 100% of the time. My favorite Brooke Castillo quote that comes from, Byron Katie's work in Loving What Is. We are all perfectly imperfect, but I prefer to say that we're just all perfect because we are. This is who we are. So now I want to share with you an exercise that you can do to now go back and give yourself some more padding of things to appreciate and celebrate for yourself. This is one of my favorite practices to do at the end of every single year. It's a practical one and also just a lot of fun. So what I do is I go through my calendar literally every day from the 1st of January to wherever it is that I'm doing this today. And I look at any events scheduled in my diary or just what the date was to trigger my memory. And then I take note of anything that I'm grateful for, that I want to celebrate, that I enjoyed doing. And it's incredible what we forget. So I would just open up a blank document or grab a piece of paper, and I would say January. Then I will go through every day in January and write down all of the things that I really enjoyed doing in January, all of the connections I made, experiences I had, and then I'll go to February and do that. And by going through and doing this, you will create a ton of padding of things that you are grateful for bringing to life, because every single thing that we've done is something that we've brought to life during 2018. And if you're listening to this at a later date, it can be for, the last 12 months. It could be for, if you wanted to do it, you can do it for any length of time, but it's a really helpful way to trigger your memory. So if this is something that sounds like fun to you, I encourage you to do it. And I'd love for you to share some of the things that you want to take a moment to celebrate for yourself. I'd love to share in that celebration with you. It's something that's so special and important for us all to do. And I will be sharing on social media, on Instagram and Facebook over the next couple of weeks, things that I'm really grateful for having brought to life over the past 12 months. And I hope that this will encourage you as well to take some time to do that and to share it with the people in your life that you love, to share it with anyone you think might also find that to be a great example. I'm looking at you parents with your kids. I think this would be such a beautiful practice. And, if you've got anyone in your life who you feel is being a little bit too hard on themselves, maybe it's something you want to help take them through with as well. Because truly there is so much that every single one of us has to celebrate. And even when it's been one of the hardest years of our life, there is so much growth, so much transformation to be had from every single rock bottom. And I just want you to know that even if you can't think of anything to celebrate, I can already think of one thing to celebrate, and that is just to celebrate you. Thank you so much, my beautiful friends. Enjoy. Thank you so much for listening to the Create a Life That Is Beautiful podcast. If you feel called, I would love it if you could please take a minute to rate and review this podcast on iTunes. This helps other people like you find it. And I also invite you to take a moment to share this episode with a friend you know needs to hear it.